This a joke more come here. This a joke. We can't take it no more.
Good day, viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to my channel. This is Girls Connection, the World Connection. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share. Also, click the notification bell to receive daily news updates locally and internationally. 55 Jamaican crew members aboard Royal Caribbean Cruise Line's Adventure of the Seas vessel have retained the service of an attorney. The attorney, Jennifer Housen, has since written to the Jamaican government indicating the same. The crew members are among the 1,044 Jamaicans on board the ship that is expected to arrive in Jamaican waters tomorrow. However, the Jamaican government has indicated that it had no prior knowledge of this. I represent the act on behalf of 55 crew members of Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, RCCL, who are on board the RCCL's vessel Adventure of the Seas, currently sailing towards Jamaica. For their own protection, I will not disclose their identities at present. Suffice it to say, all of my clients are Jamaican nationals. My clients duly completed their online applications as requested by the government via the government's website at jamcovid19.moh.gov.jm. Those applications would have undoubtedly informed the government of their impending arrival. Surprisingly, within the last 24 hours, the Minister of Health and the Minister of National Security have both indicated that they are unaware of the vessel's impending arrival. Regardless of the other ministers' knowledge, or lack thereof, may I remind the minister that my clients, along with their additional 989 Jamaican national crew members on board, have constitutional rights and freedoms. Section 13(3)(5)(I) sets out their right to enter their own country. Therefore, the right of freedom of movement, that is to say, the right of every citizen of Jamaica to enter Jamaica. Such a right can only be abrogated as set out in the Section 13(2). Therefore, where it is demonstrably justified in a free and democratic society, a threshold fully ventilated in Julian Robertson v. Attorney General 2019, JMFC Full 04. It is my client's contention that the government of Jamaica, in communications with the cruise line, as far back as mid-March 2020, had requested that my clients, along with other crew members across the fleet, be quarantined and isolated. Their further understanding was that the government of Jamaica's request for their isolation was in preparation for them being able to immediately disembark into Jamaica on May 23, 2020. After a short period of processing, once they arrive at the Jamaican port on May 18, 2020. Indeed, in such anticipation and preparation, all of my clients have been in isolation now for well over 14 days. Some from far back as March 16, 2020. This means that these Jamaican nationals have been in the ship's cabin without personal contact for the last 2 months. Their meals have been served to them by being left on a stool outside their cabins, and their clothes and bed linen dealt with sensitively by being placed in plastic bags and collected outside their cabins to be treated. They have endured this in the confident hope of what they were informed was their government's requirement for their disembarkation. In the light of the government's lack of information regarding their circumstances, as well as recent utterances by the relevant ministers, my clients are anxious, worried, and distressed. At this juncture, we simply need clarity from the government of Jamaica and the government's approach relative to its constitutional rights. As such, given the background of this matter, my client now asks the government of Jamaica to confirm 1. That they will be allowed to disembark on May 23, 2020 once they arrive in the Jamaican port, and 2. That the period of time served in isolation quarantine on board the vessel will be taken into account in allowing them to be with their families on arrival. 3. Senator Honorable Kamina Johnson-Smith, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, page 3 in the premises. Therefore, I request the government's urgent response certainly by or before May 22, 2020, given the grave and depressing circumstances in which my clients currently find themselves. I look forward to your urgent response. This is Girls Connection, the World Connection. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share. Also, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Thank you.
Yes, Minister. So, good evening. As I was saying earlier, that Andrew Holness and Horace Chang and these people, they are lying. They are lying because they send us the repatriation form to our company, to Royal Caribbean, right? And we fill out this repatriation form and send it to them, right? And agreeing that we are going to quarantine on the ship for 14 days. We start the quarantine from the 9th leading up until the 23rd. They know the ship is coming in on the 17th, which is tomorrow. They know. And now they're coming and deny. They're all liars. They cannot be trusted. Right? Because even though the ship was supposed to come to Jamaica Sunday, the 17th, we wouldn't get off the ship because we are under the quarantine at present moment. From the 9th leading until the 23rd, the quarantine, the 14 days will last. So when we reach the 17th, we still wouldn't get off the ship because we're on quarantine. We would finish the quarantine on the 23rd, and then now we leave from the ship to our homes, and they know about it. Andrew Holness, Dr. Horace Chang, they know, and they're lying to the Jamaican people. They're lying to the Jamaican people, right? And then of course, when I heard the news and Horace Chan said the quarantine is full, that has nothing to do with us as seamen out here, because we are already doing the 14 days quarantine here, which leads up until the 23rd. So what Mr. Horace Chan is talking about, it's a lie, right? Whether they're full or not in that facility down there in Jamaica, right? It has nothing to do with us here, because we are here presently now under the quarantine. The quarantine finished on the 23rd, right? So I'm going to send a picture of what they had sent to us. On the bottom of this repatriation list is some writing in red. That's the code. That's the code that we had sent back to them when we finished right at the whole application form, right? And then of course on top of that, if Royal Caribbean, now I want you to think about this, if Royal Caribbean didn't get any approval from the Andrew Holness government, why would Royal Caribbean move the ships all the way from Galveston, Texas? Why would we sail from Galveston, Texas to come all the way to Jamaica without an approval?
Me tired physically, me tired mentally, me tired emotionally, me tired. Me tired. I'm 6 years now, but the past ship I work on every time I go, me come home, me help people, me do everything for my family, me take care of my family, them. Me have believe I go to college on Friday, me help them, me help everybody we can help. Just because I don't want to become misfit, I don't want my people to be educated and come out of poverty. Because work for better myself and my family. I am a single mother, right? I be out there because I turn gruff and still depend on man. I be come out there because stuck out and work. I be yard and I can't go there. I'm tired. I'm come up to me pity them. It's not real. There's no way the cruise line could have taken up 1,044 hours halfway in the isolation and know the consequences when they can face. If anything, and tell such a lie like that, the cruise line is not lying. The government them need to let we home. We are Jamaicans first before anything else. Right now, I had a bus, I suffer from hypertension, I have high blood pressure, I don't know what happened to me in this room, I swear to God. I need to go up to be paying them a 2.5 months. No, for the 30th, the 28th of March, for the 13th of March, Me ship in isolation. Me sleep in a quarantine, right? Then they put us in isolation from the 24th. We cross over to the ship on the 8th of May. From then, the 12 o'clock the night, we in isolation thinking, say, we're gonna go on because we get confirmation, say, we even get in a writing, so we're gonna dip on the ship and do isolation here until the 23rd we go home. I mean, the only person we in contact with are the people who were test with temperature them 2 times per day. With me put outside on the little table. Everybody have their own time for say me can't take it no more. Me had a boss. Me want to go over me yard.